Alright, this is why you always do your killer dowel pin on your 12 valve Cummins. The previous owner had a mishap with this one, rolled out, and these fall out because 12 valve motors shake a lot and it shakes the dowel pin out, and it actually will ride up the gear and crack the case, which happened in this instance, and previous owner just JB welded it. So we're putting a new case on, and this is what the dowel looks like. It's just a little metal dowel that you'll hit into the block right here, and then you'll get a disaster prevention kit for the new case to make sure this doesn't happen again. Welcome to episode 6 of Restoring the First Gen. As you guys saw at the beginning of this, we got the front case off, pulled the cam out, and as you guys could see in those clips, our hole for the oil to come through and hit the cam, not ideal. So we got a new cam bearing. We're gonna get this one popped out, get the new one thrown in here. I'm gonna get the gear pressed onto the camshaft so I can get that TIG welded on as well. But that's what we're gonna do right now.
Alright, that's it. There she is. 3901306. That's the part number. Let's see if that's the one I got. 3901306. Same one. Right.
New cam bearing installed. Easy peasy. Have a full oil galley hole now. Keep this cam
instead of like
nice and lubed.
Barely one. I got some engine assembly lube too. So
now we gotta press.
How are we gonna do that?
Press.
Okay. It.
There you go.
There you go. She was out that much, like almost quarter inch it looks like.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then I'm just gonna TIG weld this. Then I don't have to worry about a cam retainer coming off or nothing. And we got the old TIG welder, so we can just get some stitches on that. We don't have to worry about it ever again. That cam lube. Shot,
and right there, this one.
Spin it. Right there. Shot.
She's seen her better days, boys.
So,
time for an upgrade, I guess.
new OEM camshaft and tappets.
And I mean,
good thing we haven't welded this cam gear yet.
Right. I mean, it's, you know, it's only money. I'll just go grab some more money from the money tree, and you know, we'll pick a few hundo, throw it at a camshaft and some tappets, and we'll be back in business.
75 years later.
And then we got a brand new crank.
Cam.
I don't know why I keep calling it a crank, because my other one was not in the greatest shape.
So as you guys seen in the last clip, this cam's toast. It's been like 2 weeks now. We were waiting for parts to come in. So we're gonna get this one pressed off of this cam gear, get the new one pressed on. I'll get it TIG welded while Pops is gonna do the new tappets he got from
Hamilton Cams.
Right here. So obviously when you do a cam, gotta make sure you do tappets as well. And then while he's doing that, I'll get that TIG welded so we can get the front case put back on, get the cam dropped back in and bolted together, and then he can start cleaning up the block so that we can get ready for paint and get the freeze plugs knocked out. We got stuff from Keating Machine showed up, and he's got parts piling up over here. So I'm gonna get these cams swapped out real quick, TIG welded up, and yeah, go from there.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay. How's that look? All right. Next. So now we got to press the other gear back on, right? Probably should have left the plastic on, I guess.
All right, guys, we've got the block or the front of the case cleaned up. We got the killer dowel pin. Get it thrown in so we can get the front case put on. Get the new gasket put in, some silicone on the gasket on the block side and on the case side so we can get that. So we have no more oil leaks.
Is that good?
But Loctite your ones that are inside the case so they don't fall out, and then we'll probably put in some that without the front cover on, just to hold the case around the edges here, just to make sure it all seats and let it fully set up. Then you can take them out and put your front case on.
All right. And then there's a break-in procedure for the cam too. Just get it all nice and dirty, nice and sticky. Ooh, that is sticky. So basically all this does is it's really super sticky, so when you're started up for the first time, there's enough lube on here till the oil gets, you know, going to not have a dry start. Okay, you ready? Holy shit. Oh,
That's right there on that intake shelf. You need me to?
yeah, okay, ready? Okay, a little bit more. Okay. Oh. Woo, she's back upright.
Get on. Yeah, a little tip for you guys: if you guys do a rear cam plug, get like a ball peen hammer, and if you hit it in the center, it'll like flare it out a little bit, help it stay in and help it seal. Just like that. No more leaks.
Get it all nice and cleaned up and get everything, all the gasket surfaces and all of that prepped and ready, and then we'll figure out what kind of paint we're going to put on her.
So lots more to come on the old motor on the 12 valve here. That was a 2-week break for us. Obviously, we were waiting on pots to get parts. Mega cab. I got a good chunk of wiring ripped out of here. I just threw it away today, actually. But good chunk of wiring. Obviously, my box pile's also growing. B&W's here. Diff covers here. U-bolts are here. I think we're still waiting on springs, and those are shipped out. I'm hoping to see those any day. Actually, one of you dudes who watches the channel, Mr. Wild 1 Gens, appreciate the springs for the 3rd gen. So that's all. I have everything here for powder now. So we'll be making a powder coat run on that. I was just waiting. I couldn't find springs for the life of me. So lots more to come. We're still busy here, just trying to get stuff knocked out and
cleaned up, and we're going to take the frame, get that sand blasted, hopefully this week. Waiting for the weather to get better, and then once that's blasted, we'll start laying down some paint. Hopefully by then we'll have the motor somewhat back together. We can get the frame and all that stuff painted and start slapping motor and trans and transfer case and stuff back in, and then start working on the body.
Take care of your 12 valves. Peace.